We basically almost hit. And I said, Brooklyn, I made a mistake. I own it. How many of your dads or uncles or instructors would own it? And I said, Brooklyn, I set you up for failure. And I told her that. And she said, thank you, Miles. You told me to go. And I laughed. And I said, you're right. I made a mistake. And I owned it. But that's like this car ahead of us. This car ahead of us, that's how they drive. That's how she drives. She's either hugging the left or hugging the right. That's what she does. And I don't know if her muscles are getting fatigued. I don't know if she's losing strength because she's driving with one hand. She has to drive with her left hand, and she's left hand dominant. See, no blinkers. Sometimes Brooklyn does that, but that's the easy fix. Brooklyn can maintain speed. Let's get in Brooklyn's mind right now because Brooklyn cannot go on the expressway yet. But I'm going to drive Brooklyn's car, and we're going to look at it. Now, Brooklyn would go in too fast, and then her mom says she's abrupt. So I'm going to try to be abrupt. And then Brooklyn does this. You can roll your car over. That happened to my cousin in an F-150. We have two hands. And a lot of you say, I drive with one hand. No, you're not. You get ready to crash. And on your road test, if you drive with one hand, that's automatic failure. So a lot of you say that, but you're not doing that. And then we have to get over to the left. So Brooklyn is very slow at doing maneuvers, and cars are very impatient. I'm gonna go to the back view. I know it's a beautiful view. Brooklyn is very, not hesitant, but slow. There's a difference between hesitant, like you making a left turn and you're scared, and then you make a slow left turn. Both are dangerous. Like I'm making a right turn right. Sorry guys, I'm tripping. I'm making my turn and I go in really slow. Sometimes Brooklyn goes in slow. She's slow accelerating out. She's slow getting into her turn. She's slow at turning out. And we multitask, right? And what I need to do is take Brooklyn to this area. I'm gonna go around this loop and I'm gonna show you what Brooklyn does. Now, this car does not have a spinner wheel. I do not have hand controls. But from my experience, I'm driving like Brooklyn. When she reaches for her blinker on the left, she'll lunge forward, so the car will do this. In Brooklyn, I'm gonna try to pretend I have a spinner. Brooklyn will do this. I'm actually palming the wheel with one hand, okay? And if I slip, I'll crash this car. I'm not trying to crash this car. So what I need to do is take Brooklyn to this area. I see the elderly people coming out, no cap. And I'm just gonna go, you see them walking out, they're like, you gonna respect us, boy, right? And I'm respecting them because that's who I am. This is what I have to teach Brooklyn. Many of you are like, as you should, because you're an instructor. And you're right, I am an instructor and I'm gonna teach her the right way. If she's dangerous, I'm gonna tell her, slow down. If she's doing it right, I'm gonna say, Brooklyn, you're doing good. Because we're gonna be honest. Okay, there's a couple yielding. I'm slowing down. If Brooklyn doesn't do this, she's dangerous. I'm yielding for the pedestrians. Those of you watching, you're like, yes, you are. And you should be. Okay, moving forward, going up. Now, I have to look left and right. I'm showing you. And sometimes Brooklyn, I see her looking, but it's like she's got to lean all the way forward and do all this. I'm like, Brooklyn, can you turn your neck and look this way? I've got to ask her those, and I'm being extra slow because there's a car here. I'm being extra slow, and this is what Brooklyn does, okay? And I'm looking. You and I take this for granted. Checking traffic, we take for granted. Brooklyn, it's life and death. It's life and death for all of us, but I talked to her dad. He said, I want to make sure she is safe. Brooklyn might not be able to drive by herself, ever, but we're giving Brooklyn, listen to me, we're giving Brooklyn the opportunity to get a piece of independence. And that's what all of you, some of you understand this, some of you don't, right? I'm looking left and I'm pretending I'm Brooklyn. We'll go really slow. There's the car here. Most of us are able-bodied. We just hit the gas and go. I'm showing you this car so you don't think I'm lying, right? And then Brooklyn, I'm showing you, I'm driving like Brooklyn is very slow, not slow dumb. She's the slow decision-making, okay? They're on the wrong side. They went around that black minivan. What is going on? And if Brooklyn did that, that's automatic failure. What the heck? Now, I have a stop sign, so Brooklyn would do this. Stop real hard or overshoot. I'm gonna show you. I'm gonna overshoot the stop sign. That could be failure also. So I'm telling her to stop, and I'm gonna back up a little bit. There's no one here. So before you start coming for me in the comments, there's no one here behind me. Okay, I'm gonna show you. There's no one here behind me, okay? And I'm looking. I'm trying to show you that, I'm checking. You see me looking in mirrors. I'm checking. And I need to have Brooklyn. I can't even talk. I'm gonna have Brooklyn do some reverse maneuvers. So Brooklyn overshoots stop signs sometimes. And they hired me for one reason to prepare her for the road test. And guys, I have some dynamic videos. You're going to cry. We went there. We touched the building. We prayed. We touched the building. I said, God, pray for Brooklyn. She's going to make it. Now, I need to take Brooklyn here because this area, and you've seen it before, this area teaches you to stop. But you probably say the stop sign is covered up by leaves. So what? That's an excuse. I stop. And then I'm showing you what I'm doing. I'm looking. She does not have extra mirrors, but I need to get her one of those big, larger mirrors so she can look because she is maybe 5'1", 5'2". I'm like 6'4", almost 6'5". So maybe she needs to have that mirror so she can see. You're right. That's a good one. Okay, I'm looking left, looking right. I'm going to turn the wheel. I don't see her doing that enough. The girl's going to get hit by a car. We don't want that. Or she accelerates out very slow. She's not a teen. She's 21. She's going back to college in August, okay? So we got to start driving 2 times a week. We did Monday and this Friday. So I'm looking. This is what she does. She'll look like this. I'm looking at the A-pillar. The A-pillar is obstructing my view. I'm showing you this. And then I turn out, okay? It's like you got a cramp in your neck and it's hard. I'm going